And the hotel next door to the Hilton is the Sheraton Universal. Get a little interesting fact about the Sheraton Universal. Do you remember an American cop show in the late 1970s and early 1980s called Kojak? Well, its leading actor, Telly Savalas, lived here for many years. There was also a bar called after him. It was called Telly's. Now, a lot of the Universal cast members would come and meet him after work in Telly's bar, and he would tell tales of the Kojak set and his acting life. Now, Telly Savalas was a very famous actor, but he was also famous for three other things. In the early 1980s, Telly Savalas was bald. Now, at the moment, we accept people for being bald and don't look at them, but then it was quite comical. So if you were bald, you were given the nickname of Kojak. He also loved eating a lollipop and had the famous line, "Who loves you, baby?" So today is Thursday, the 2nd of October 2025. Universal Studios opens at 9 o'clock and it's now 8:49, so it opens in 10 minutes. There is no red carpet yet, but I'm sure once they know that me and Mrs. Everyone's Got a Story to Tell are here, I'm sure they'll roll it out. So we're in for the last time, Universal Studios in Hollywood. This morning it opens at 9 o'clock, whereas the last couple of days it's been open at 10. So we've sneaked in, it's just before 9 AM. Tonight's got a Halloween Horror Nights, which means that the park, I think it's open till 3 AM. Certainly CityWalk's open till 3 AM. It's nice to be back. This is our last day in Universal. There's absolutely nothing to be sad about. And in fact, it's been a wonderful holiday. And to quote the Black Song, there's no need to run and hide. It's a wonderful, wonderful life. There's also early access this morning, but that's an extra additional paid feature, and that only lets you into Super Nintendo Land. So they kind of hold you there between 8 and 9. In Disney, it's for all hotel guests, but in Universal Hollywood, it's just a paid extra. Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift opens next year in 2026. Maybe gives a reason to come back again. That and possibly the Fan Fest for the Back to the Future area. We're going going to start off this morning with the studio tours, which opens at 9 AM. Because of the Halloween Horror Nights, the rides and attractions tonight close at 5:30. I wonder if the day will be any quieter. We've noticed in the Magic Kingdom, when the Mickey's Not So Scary, that certainly the parks are a lot quieter on those days. It's a bit interesting to see if Universal has got a similar feel, that people won't come if the park's closing a little bit earlier.
Morning, Terry. Technically, our oldest ride now.
We go right. Studio tour opens at 9 AM. We're right in the queue. 8:59. We're just waiting for the studio tours just to open, which is opening now. Let's go on a studio tour. Then after that, maybe go to Super Nintendo Land, maybe go on the Mummy. We'll just see how the day goes. We're hoping for the right hand side of the tour bus today, just to get a better view of Jaws. If you're on the left, you get a good view of the Psycho House. On the right hand side, we'll try and get a better view of Jaws as it comes towards us.
And Oscar Nunez. Check this out. We sell products made out of paper, toilet tissue, and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Have you read this paper?
It sucks. But we are going to make it better. I hope it's not too disruptive to have me shake everything up.
Don't be so self-deprecating.
God, not again. Oh yes, again, Oscar Nunez. Again. All right, looks like we're about to take off now. You excited? You excited? You excited? Orange whip? Orange whip? Orange whip? 3 orange whips. And what? Oh, we can't get the orange whips because Marines, we are leaving. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye, everybody. Here we go. It's the first trim of the day, by the way. And the first trim of the day is just full of surprises. You watch, you see. Have your cameras ready at all times. My name is Marcellus, our driver's name is Eric. We're going to take you behind the scenes of the biggest and busiest production studio in Hollywood. I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, but I won't. I'm just playing. You know, the host of The Tonight Show. It is Jimmy Fowler. Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Marcellus.
And the greatest driver.
His name is Eric.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Marcellus.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first,
Old noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and water effects throughout the tour. So if you're taking photographs, you see water coming toward you, protect your cameras. They may get wet. And finally, for your safety and for the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you're on the tour. Well, those are the rules. Here's what's in store for you. Living in the theme park behind the tent and in the actual working movie and television studio where some of Hollywood's biggest names come to work every day. Nope, the movie posters on the right. Just a few examples of movies that were made here at Universal Studios starting back in 1914 with an epic silent film that's how it came into pictures where we got coming to theaters. Black Phone 2, signing off. So we're heading down to the front lot. This is where we house a majority of our 36 sound stages for interior filming. Inside of these buildings, we can create any type of environment that the story demands. Hi, everybody. I am the nut. Hello, little pie. Too much fruit.
Universal Studios Fire Station.
Inside a Stage 12, the largest sound stage on our front lot. That's what it looks like. Indeed, it's huge. You know, we're building a humongous roller coaster called Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Come back in 2026. We'll show you something. Now we're heading down to the front lot where we pass between the studio property and the theme park for a moment. At the bottom of this hill is Super Nintendo World. Over Mario and Luigi, the stars of our biggest movie of 2023, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Coming up on your left, at the bottom of the hill, we got sound stages used for interior filming, movies and television shows, and it's been pretty busy in these sound stages. You know, it's kind of busy around here everywhere. Well, Colorado, the founder of Universal Studios, called this the strangest city in the world because it's a city built for make-believe. And you know what? We're a city. We're officially known as Universal City Studios. We have the zip code, the fire department, the bank, the post office. The other county sheriffs have a subsection on the property that has enforced the laws. Make them to sound easy around here. Well, the most successful was the Sunday night mystery with characters such as Columbo, McCloud, and Illinois. Those characters eventually got their own shows that filmed on the lot. The longest running was Columbo, starring Peter Falk. Speaking of Columbo, you got to check out this show on Peacock. It is called Poker Face. It stars Natasha Lyonne. It is just like Columbo, right down to the opening main title credits at the beginning of the show. But it has a twist. Check it out. We got 2 seasons streaming on Peacock. And yes, solid and sets. We can't take you all the way in there because it's been kind of busy with other productions, such as the new spinoff from Warner Brothers production of The Big Bang Theory. It's called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. And oh boy, does he. You should have seen some of the set dressing around here. Things burned up and turned over. Take a look to your right. They're filming in there. Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. Guess what's in there? That is Courthouse Square. That's why we can't get in there, because of Stuart. Courthouse Square featured in hundreds of productions, including being made famous by Back to the Future starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, and Leah Thompson. This image on your screens is iconic. And they're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future this year. And as we round the corner, we're heading into the heart of our metropolitan sense, known as New York Street. As we round the corner, take a look to your right. You see a brownstone neighborhood. It's amazing how many movie and television stars walk down that sidewalk. Academy Award winner Clint Eastwood. And that's the king, all no the need, the official grade. Oh, here we are on what we call New York Street. It has been dressed that way more often than not. When it is dressed as New York City, it can be so authentic that it can even fool Jimmy Fallon. And I like fooling Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro set.
He's right about that. Okay, we can take it any place in the world on our back lot. We're on our way to a remote island known as Skull Island. Here's Academy Award winner for cell phones, your magic wands, and your hula hoops. Peter Jackson was able to put those glasses on, and most importantly, hang on tight. Adventure awaits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skull Island. ladies and gentlemen, King Kong 360 3D.
All this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies. But I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You always have to pay homage to where that art form started. And for me, it started with painting stuff in the street illegally. You know, tagging billboards and dumpsters. You know, without that, I never would be here using spray paint like this.
There it is on your right, all done with cans of spray paint, and it glows in the dark. Oh yeah. So you're probably wondering, all this commotion is off to your left. This is for The Voice. That's right. Universal is home to The Voice. We got season 28 right now, and there is home to The Voice right there to your left. Stages number 30 and 31. I think you know who this guy is.
Hey there, Studio Tour. I'm Snoop Dogg from The Voice. We tape our show right here in stage 30 and 31 in the heart of the Universal backlot. These state-of-the-art sound stages allow us to bring every round of our show to life. From the blind audition.
They're making horror movies in any of them. Those horror movies have two things in common. They had the monster and they had the angry villager. At some point in the movie there was a monster and the villagers got angry. This is one of those angry villager scenes filmed here in Little Europe. From Bride of Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff as the monster and Elsa Lanchester as the bride of the monster.
The monster. He's in the woods. Get out the monster. Raise all the men you can, lock him indoors and wait for me. I'm ready!
Yeah, they got their torches and their bloodhounds and their hula hoops and their iPads. They went after the hapless monster. But whenever they caught with the monster in these films, things went horribly awry. That's right, Eric. Horribly awry. Look at them running. Some of them texting their friends as they run. Yeah, why don't you shoot him? That's why you get the monster smackdown, baby. You don't see that on TikTok. By the way, this whole area was the good place for the good place. Starting Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, William Jackson, Harper, and Jamila Jamil.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
It does sound like my apartment, but I digress. And you've also seen Little Europe as Tortuga for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, starring Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Jeffrey Rush, and Keira Knightley. And it's been dressed as Paris, France for episodes of a Showtime series called Weeds, starring Mary Louise Parker. They filmed their last season on our yacht. And you can also see this pump fun to Spain for the running of the bull sequence featured in Castle Rock routine. It's City Slickers, starring Billy Crystal, Bruno Kirby, and Daniel Stern. They actually have bulls running up and down the street. It's pretty crazy. Hey, we're going to take you to an actual sound stage. This sound stage right on your left to bring in a real train if you need to. On the other side of the train, you got steps that lead up to the second story set, which is directly above us. You have the trucks and the cars and an entire safety section up there. Wait a minute, what's this big red button for? I've never seen that before. Don't touch it! Eric, quit playing, man. I just wanted to know what the button was for. Don't touch it again! like this game wants you to. Don't touch the big red button. Let you know that Mayor Vaughn called this morning. And he said that the beaches are open. It's a beautiful day. And as you know, Amity means friendship. So have your cameras ready. We're about to have a great time. You know what? You can go swimming or fishing, play some Twister, maybe do some breakdancing later on. It isn't to hear the music like now. Yeah, there's a shark out there somewhere. Oh, look at that. And don't worry, the shark is sitting in that yellow barrel. We have a rump roast attached to it. Where's the shark going? Oh, that guy must have a rump roast attached to him. Let go of the rump roast and get out of there. Quit playing with the shark like that. Let the shark go. Let the shark go. That can't be good for you. Only he used his, he was showing off too. He uses his diving for niceness instead of evil. Well, now the shark is heading for that yellow barrel with the rump roast attached to it. We can catch that shark. Let's stick around and watch. We're parked next to the gas tanks. And we say the sharks don't like gas. Look at that, it took the bait and the pier too. I hope that flammable liquid does it. It's nice. Oh, it's hot. That's Africa hot. Tarzan can get kind of hot. You remember that diver? He's over here now. He says it's okay, it's just a flash room. Take a look. I've heard that before. That never gets old. If you wanted a window seat, you come face to face with Bruce, the mechanical shark, inspired by Bruce, the mechanical shark, but it would be Jaws. By the way, Jaws was not filmed here. It was filmed on location. Dramatic, shall we? Oh, it's precipitation or rain. Hey, special effects. And that rain is created by a sprinkler system above you. Put it up with the water shoots up and out. Looks like naturally flowing rain to the camera. You probably noticed it's only raining in half of the frame up here. I guess you could call that a 50-50 chance of rain. Right here. Right. Hey, that deep rumbling can't be good for you. It means there's a flash flood in the area, but you do not have to worry about that unless you're sitting in a blue seat or if you're wearing green. Or if you have blonde hair. Oh, I'd take cover back in the second and third car following you because that water's coming for you. Coming to get you. Hang on a second, that's a lot of water. We should get going now, Eric. Oh, hey. Well, at least we didn't all get soaked. Oh! Eric, I feel I'm telling you, I'm going to win my combo. Yeah, we told you with that. We dumped thousands of gallons of recycled water from next. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. You can also see it in a promotion for Mr. Beast. For Bad Guys 2, our animated feature film that came out earlier this year. And if you're a big fan of Janet Jackson, you might remember a hot song she did called Escapade. Well, the music video for that was filmed here in our Western sets. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the halfway mark of the tour. Keep in mind the studio is private property. That would drop anything of value. Don't get out of the tram to get it. There's no time of emergency for it. Let me get it for you, because if you get out, it's trespassing. They will come and get you. Very embarrassing. I've seen it. Golf carts just show up out of nowhere, grab you, take you out, and never be seen again. There was this grown man kicking and screaming and dragged him off. You know, they hit him there. That's what Norman Bates came home to when he got back in the hospital. Should have seen the look on his face. Ah, what's that? Oh, nothing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the World.
Sit down and talk about War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 was going to be right in this big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
Well, we've held on to this set because other production companies have wanted to use it. It is featured in episodes of Ghost Whisperers starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, seen in a music video that features Nicki Minaj and Rihanna singing a song called Fly. Ariana Grande used it for her production known as Brighter Days Ahead.
A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Here to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town
buys us Simpsons.
It is smack dab in the center of the beautiful hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
Uh-oh. This can't be good for you. Whatever you do, don't look up. Do not look up. You look up. There's nothing to see. I told you not to look up. Nothing to see or look up.
So we've just come off the studio tour. That's been our third studio tour. Possibly been the best one. The first one we really enjoyed. The VIP one was extremely disappointing. Maybe from our own point of view, we really wanted to see Back to the Future area, maybe Frankenstein area, maybe even get a photo at the good place. That was quite a disappointing experience for us, our expectation versus what we got. Today's studio tour was the first studio tour of the morning. Much more detailed. It felt a bit slower, a bit calmer. Seemed to get a little bit more extra. So that's been our best one so far. Disappointed with the VIP one, but it's nice to end the studio tours on a positive, happy experience. And each one is just slightly different. Today's one, although it is quite scripted, they do occasionally go left or right in different ways. So you genuinely never know what you're going to get. I know I do go on a bit Back to the Future, and it is one of those things I'd love to see. But it did explain on the studio tour that they're currently filming that location. So we did get to see him dressed in the set for a future production. So interesting, very enjoyable, a lot of history, a lot of detail, really enjoyed it. So this is Krusty Land, and the Simpson ride is currently at 35 minutes. Maybe under 20 we go on, we're not waiting 35. So possibly going to head down to the lower lot. We've got Jurassic Park, the water ride, we've also got the Mummy, and Super Nintendo World. I think Bowser's Challenge is currently 40 minutes, so we may just walk by that. But certainly the Mummy's always good to go on. Always just good to get one shot of it. Yep, Mario Kart's 40 minutes. Jurassic World is 5 minutes. And the Mummy is 15 minutes. There's 3 sets of escalators. It takes us down to Super Nintendo World, the Mummy, and Jurassic World the ride. And this will be the new Fast and Furious ride. Open, I'm going to guess, May 2026. So it gives us an excuse to come back possibly next year. They're doing a Back to the Future fan fest in May 2026. I'm not too sure if Mrs. Everyone's got a story to tell is listening to me. She is, but she's walking away, which I quite right too. After 3 weeks, I'd probably do the same. And next to Universal, there's actually a golf course. Don't listen to the music, there's no copyright getting played. Yep, golf course. And straight ahead is Warner Brothers. As we head down to Super Nintendo World, there's Bowser's Challenge, which is about 40-45 minutes away. It doesn't have the rides that it has in Epic Universe in Florida. It's missing out the Yoshi ride, and also it doesn't have Donkey Kong Country yet. He might expand it. You can also just see on the left side Jurassic World, the ride. So the Mummy wait time is currently 25 minutes. It's worth going on. This one says Revenge of the Mummy, Let's see if it's any different from the one in Florida. So we've just come off Revenge of the Mummy. It's certainly a lot shorter than the one in Universal. I think when it got to the end, I almost shouted out, "Oh no!" I was almost expecting a kind of second twist, a second run of it, but it stopped quite quickly. It was a 25-minute wait. It felt a little bit shorter than that. The staff team members looked, I want to say, a little bit tired, a little bit bored. Certainly different from the Florida staff. You could just be working indoors all day. A very good ride though, but very short. Different from the one in Florida. So it's worth just trying them out. Just seem what they're like.
Smart Bumblebee, we've got wizards joining us. Honor to meet you, wizards.
And as there's Halloween Horror Nights tonight, the rides in this area will close today at 5:30. We're in Super Nintendo World. It's totally immersive, very loud, lots of noises. It's fantastic. Everywhere you look, lots of colour. Really, really good. Beautiful, isn't it?
Lovely.
There's also a green Yoshi up here. Hi Yoshi. Bye Yoshi. Okay. It's just really beautiful. We've also got Toadstool Cafe. How good was that?
If you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know. This is Sierra. Sierra is a 6-month-old Velociraptor Mongoliensis clone. So what we're doing here is we're actually just letting her get used to being around human beings. It's really important that we kind of immerse her in this environment. She's going to be here her whole life, right? We're never releasing her to the wild. If anybody's got any questions, please feel free to let us know. For those of you just arriving, this is Sierra. She's a 6-month-old. You can let her smell your hand if you want. We're bringing out her 3-year-old fully grown sister right over there right now as well. So you guys are here at a really cool time in Jurassic World. We got a lot of Velociraptors for you today. Gentle, baby. And if you want to let her smell you, feel free to hold your hand out. It's up to you. Gentle, sweet girl. I know. Gentle, gentle. Good girl. Good girl, Bubba. You want to try? Good.
Real quick though, before we get this going, those of you in line, did you guys sign those waivers before you hopped in line? Yeah, bingo, one is all I need, let's do it. Yeah, one group at a time right up here. See worse than this, huh? Good, right? You like dinosaurs? Favorite dinosaur? Yeah, your favorite dinosaur should always be the closest one to you, alright? Remember that. You gonna do a picture with them? Yeah, see, I got your back. Sit right here, I'll make sure nothing happens. Okay, now we're gonna do that picture. There you go, right there. Yeah, alright. You guys wanna take one together? You got? Yeah, there you go. Just say bye. You guys are just joining us once again. Go. This is Blue. You are on our raptor encounter. So what this is, guys, just watch it. Just watch it. They're okay. This is a training exercise for Blue. All right. I'm here for her. Eventually, it's our hope that, but okay. Here to see you. That Blue and all the other dinosaurs will eventually one day be integrated into day-to-day human life. All right. You guys. To do that, though, we need a little more information. We need to see how she's going to respond to the general public, right? We know how she reacts to me. Pet techs, we're with her every single day. We need to see how she responds to strangers. Cool? Very good, Blue. Very well. Just be friends. Listen, come up here, say hi, get your photo with Blue. We just want to meet as many people as possible in a nice, controlled environment like this. Nice and calm. Push it forward, right? Right over here, guys. Two-way street though, right? I also want to Eddie. He's smart. Can't see her, she can't see you. That's how it works. Good job, buddy. If you guys have any questions about Blue, I want to make sure everyone is comfortable with everybody. So if you guys are wondering anything about Blue, don't hesitate, right? That's why we're here. Fire away. Cool? Take one by yourself, buddy? Appetizer special? Yeah, that's fair. It's a good survival instinct. That's fair. Go. Come on, guys. Good, right? Got you. No, right there. Alright, if you guys don't have any questions about Blue, I'm going to quiz you instead. This Ryan goes. How old do you think Blue is? You guys got a guess? You got a guess? How old do you think she is? What's that? 3? 65 million? You're really playing this bread. What do you think? We got a 3, we got a 65 million. You got anything in the middle? What do you think?
Right, folks, in line to be search full of all available space.
40? Hey, relax. Any other guesses? We got 3, 40, and 65 million. You guys ready? Yeah, take the picture, then I'll give the big reveal. I like them too. I want to try something. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You see, hold on. I like you, buddy. By the way, she's 3. Believe it or not. What's your name, pal? What's that? Poe? Poe, do you like dinosaurs? You like raptors? Want to try being a raptor trainer? See if you got what it takes? Let's do it. Let's test it out. Stay right here. Face her, okay? We're going to make her speak, okay? I want to see if she listens to someone else. So, buddy, what you're going to do? Hold your hand up in a fist towards me like that, okay? I'm going to count to 3. On the count of 3, you're going to open and close your hand like that and say speak really loud all together on 3. You got it? Get out of the way. Ready? Face her. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. Round of applause for Cole, everybody. Good job. International. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, buddy. Here we go. Nice job, guys. Thank you, gang. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, at 3 years old, guys.
Mummy. We've walked round Super Nintendo Land. We've met Blue, the dinosaur. And now it's time to head back up the escalators. A lovely morning so far. The studio tour tram we really enjoyed. The Mummy was slightly different. It seemed a lot shorter. It's good to compare different ones in Florida and Hollywood. We enjoyed seeing Super Nintendo World. You can really see how much work was put into Epic Universe, really to expand it. With Donkey Kong Country and the Yoshi ride. So we've met Blue in Jurassic World. Now heading up the escalators, slowly making our way to the exit. You can also see just down here the directors' houses from the studio tour. A lovely golf course, and if you look straight ahead just after the golf course, just those houses. Look really closely. That's where I get lost when I was running, trying to find Warner Brothers. I ran round the golf course and went left, and as you can see, Warner Brothers is to the right. I was going the wrong direction. That wasn't lost, I was just finding new areas to not be lost in. So let's try and find Back to the Future clock tower. Now my lovely lady who always looks after me and always does all the homework to make me look good has pointed out that that's it there, between the trees, middle of the screen. That is the Back to the Future clock tower. So let's try and find the Back to the Future clock tower. It's just between the trees. There's a clock tower. Can you see it? Can you just make it out? The lady who looks after me pointed it out, and as you know, she never gets enough credit for the things that she spots. But this time, she was right again. It's just there. And just to the left of the clock tower is Warner Brothers. That's where I got lost the last couple of days trying to find it. It looks so easy from here. What a lovely adventure. Walt Disney Studios are just behind it somewhere. But let's leave that for another day, Frank. Or maybe another holiday? Who knows, eh? Who knows?
When all the escalators, please hold the handrail at all times and attend to being careful. For their safety, children are not permitted to ride the escalator in slow.
It looks fantastic, right, doesn't it?
For your own safety, please do not sit on the stairs.
Finally, a Fast and Furious ride that does the franchise justice. The ride they had in Universal in Orlando was open, closed, very poorly received ride. Didn't do it justice. Hopefully this one does. Maybe see you next year? Maybe. We're just walking back to the studio tours, trying to get a better view of the clock tower from Back to the Future. We were quite disappointed with the VIP studio tour. We'll speak about that another time. Certainly very professional and really well delivered, but for us, we were expecting the studio tour to be 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. It seemed 10 or 15 minutes longer than the regular studio tour, just with an express pass put on at the end of it. So let's see if we can get a better view of the Back to Future clock house. We've also got the Itchy and Scratchy movie, the Springfield nuclear sign, and more importantly, we've got Moe's. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No more.
Nice. Can we show them for the picture? Is there a nice big crack in it? That have I heard. Nice. Look at that. Oh yeah. Get the picture, Mom. Yeah. Bruises.
Just before you always head out, we'll go through the theme park shops. They say that 90% of all the things that are sold in the theme park are sold in shops on the way out. And I think I want to buy this ET shirt. Let me see if I can find a medium, a small, an extra small and a large. But I'm going to ask if I've got this in a medium. So in Disney we bought a fuel rod which was almost $40. Now the premise is you buy a full rod, lets you charge your device while you're in the parks, then when you're ready you can swap it over. We swapped it over in Disney for free, but in Universal they charge you for it, so just something to be aware of. Mrs. Everyone's got a story to tell. Her card didn't work, so I tried mine's. It was $3.95. My card didn't work either. I then got an email from my bank saying that they were going to block a payment for fuel rods, so I had to go and speak to them in the UK. So just something to be aware of. But in Universal in Hollywood, it will cost you to swap your fuel rods, which for me was very disappointing. Universal Studios Hollywood for the last time. We were in at 9 o'clock this morning and we came out at 12. So we've just spent just about 3 hours there. We've got everything done we wanted to do. Just walk about, say goodbye to it. There's a song playing behind you, there's no copyright getting done. Goodbye. Quieter in the daytime, especially before Halloween Horror Nights. We were here the very first night, didn't realise how busy it was, especially with Halloween Horror Nights being on. But let's go into Bubba Gump's. Bought a nice shirt. Also wanted another one, but didn't have my size. So maybe try and find another Bubba Gump somewhere. Maybe in Santa Monica. Let's go. So we've got a little break. We're having a little Starbucks. Head back to the hotel. Then head out for our next adventure.
Universal Studios Hollywood. To assist with quickly entering the park, please place all belongings in the bins on the moving belt and proceed through the metal detector when directed by the security team. Don't forget to collect your items once you pass through the metal detector.
You heard them, Squirrel.
And enjoy your visit.
Security entrance first. So we've now left CityWalk in Universal Hollywood for the last time. Just behind me is the entrance to Universal Studios in Hollywood, and thus completes our 10 park challenge. We have been to Universal Studios in Florida, we have been to Islands Adventure, we've been to Epic Universe, Animal Kingdom, we have been to Epcot, we have been to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. We've also been to Disneyland in California, Disney's California Adventure, and then we've ended with number 10, Universal Studios in Hollywood. Day 20, Still smiling. To quote a very famous line from Up, adventure is out there. Now let's head back to the room and maybe go to a beach on our final day, which is very unusual for us. Let's go and see if we can find Santa Monica with my good friend Forrest Gump once ran. This part of the Hilton is very beautiful, although it does say do not feed the fish. But I think we believe that if we go close to them, the fish tend to come quite close to us, so I'm not sure if somebody's actually feeding them or they're just used to being fed. Hello fish.
I think they're starving. They're too tame. Oh, sorry for today. I'm sorry for too many in a small pond.
And as you always know, my lovely lady is always right. Hilton, there's too many fish here. Are they hungry? I don't know. I just hope they're happy. There's also some tortoise. Just there. We've been to 4 hotels. We've been to the Cabana Bay and Universal. We also went to Disney's Pop Century. We then over to the Cambria in California and finished here at the Hilton in Universal City. Out of those 4 hotels, I'd probably rate Cabana Bay number 1. In terms of space and amenities and just being bigger, Pop Century number 2. The Cambria we really loved. The room service was great. The room was always tidy for us. The room was cleaned every day. Was in Disney's Pop Century. We almost felt like we were just hoping it would be done, and most times it wasn't. Similar to the last time we were there in 2022. Disappointed with housekeeping, and again similar this time with Pop Century. Not the housekeeper's fault in no shape or form. It just doesn't work. The Hilton was the final hotel, number 4 hotel, and that's where I place it. I place it at the bottom. Room service has been fantastic. Every day we go back, the room has been made. In terms of walking to Universal, it's just a 5-minute walk, so we can't fault that. It just wasn't us. We just didn't feel this hotel was for us. They certainly have a continental breakfast, but we preferred the breakfast in Cambria. And again, just our own personal opinions. Not based on any particular fact, just based on it's just an old man running. They've also got a Starbucks inside the Hilton, but I think the Starbucks closes at 11 AM. Doesn't open till next morning.
I would like to say it's free, but I think you'll be eating if I let you into the sea.
Goodbye, koi fish. And goodbye, sunbathing turtles. Don't listen to the song. Don't listen to the song. There's no copyright here. Nothing to hear. Just keep looking to your left, please. Absolutely no copyright. Nope, nothing. There we go, we're okay. Universal store. That looks wicked. Super Nintendo World and Universal Studios in Hollywood. Through there, what do you think? You could run through there? Put your hand up to say yes. You in the back? Put your hand down, please. I was just about to run there as well. Just about to run. I'm going for that. Ready? No. On my right hand side we have Bubba Gumps. And this is how I look when I'm very hungry. Huge red eyes. Very angry. Just next to Voodoo Donuts. Let's look at the menu. And Voodoo Donuts is open from 11 AM tonight until 9 PM. Which one would you choose? Let's go in and see. Is it a Bavarian cream? Yeah, Portland cream. Which one would you choose? Maple, raspberry, cinnamon, maybe mango? So this is what we got from Voodoo Donuts. There's 4 inside. I'll maybe show you them later on. So we have a KFC, and a Pizza Hut together. Tonight I'm going to order some traditional wings, buffalo ones. There's also a Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning, only at KFC. May all your dreams be Kentucky Fried. Thank you, Colin Sanders. Other chicken products are available. Delicious Voodoo donuts. We got 2 each. Sometimes one just isn't enough. So it's time to say goodbye to the Hilton in Universal City. Just waiting on an Uber, which should take just about an hour to LAX.